Hey everybody, how y'all doing on this Saturday? Everybody good? Got lots of comments going on. That's nice. Good to see everybody. Anybody know the tune I was playing? No, nobody said it. That's all right. It's My Ship by Kurt Weill and Ira Gershwin. I learned My Ship from Chick Corea's solo album called Expressions. It's probably the first solo piano album that I ever bought. Expressions. It's gorgeous. I still have those ideas going through my head when I play it. Yeah, a couple people knew it. That's right, that's what it was, My Ship. I want to play one to start off as a tribute to John Prine, who we lost this week. If you haven't, there's several beautiful tributes online. I think my favorite of all of them is Brandy Carlisle on the Stephen Colbert Show. If you want to hear a really beautiful one, go look that one up. It's a gorgeous tribute. Larry, you want me to bring my Rhodes out to the patio? That's not going to happen. Is this better for my vocal mic? I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another, a child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning and thunder was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He wasn't much to look at. He was just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how hard I tried, the years just flow by like a broken down van. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, and I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the heck can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Hey, thanks everybody. Letting me pay a tribute to John Prine right there for a second. Go listen to his music. One of the best songwriters ever was. Hi to my Aunt Cinda. So nice of you to hang out. And you guys got some good requests coming in right here. So I'm glad to take them today. Oh, The Summer of 42. That did have a beautiful song from it. Let's see if I can think about that. I haven't played it in a long time. It goes. The summer smiles, the summer knows, and unashamed she sheds her clothes. The summer smooths the reckless sky, and lovingly she warms the sand on which you lie. The summer knows, the summer's wise. She sees the doubts within your eyes, and so she takes her summertime, tells the moon to wait and the sun to linger. Twist the world round her summer finger. Oh, I don't think I can finish it. It changes keys and I totally messed it up. But I hope I got the spirit of it. And that's a really cool song. The Summer Knows. Everybody should look it up. I think it's Michelle Legrand and lyrics by Alan and Marilyn Bergman. So gorgeous. It's been a long time. Exactly Like You is a good idea. Let me think. I know why I've waited, know why I've been blue. I prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does the love scenes exactly like you. You make me understand. I wanna hand the world to you. You make me understand each foolish little dream I'm dreaming, a scheme I'm scheming. Now I know why Mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Rick, thank you so much for your super chat. I also saw something come in through PayPal. So nice. From Martin. Oh my word. Thank you, Martin. So nice. Anything from the Carpenters, my choice? That's awesome. Let's see. I don't know why my hands are cold. They're kind of cold and clammy today. Be glad you're not here to hold them. Let's see. Carpenters. How about a more like up-tempo Carpenters one, like sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. La da 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 da. Kids are saying la la, oh my word, la 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 la.
Where's the camera?
La 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 la. It's live. Sing, you knew. They knew. Oh my word. Thank you guys. Just sing. I do need the kids chorus. Yeah, they're right. I needed the kids chorus. Oh my word, they kind of surprised me with that. Thanks for the good request. And Rocket Man by Elton John. A couple people for that one. Might be able to do that one. it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. No, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning all the fuels up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, Karen Carpenter was a great drummer. That's so cool that she's the reason you started drumming. That's amazing. Now, Zeke, I'm not going to play the Tune Twister theme. Are you crazy? Listen, I saw And So It Goes by Billy Joel. That one's really beautiful. I keep playing in C, don't I? It's a good key for these songs that are written by men. I missed somebody's super chat and I wanted to say thank you. Mark, thank you so much. Thank you, Mushy Mush. In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds of lovers past, until the new one comes along. I spoke to you in precious tones. You answered me with no pretense, but still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. You guys can tell I haven't been singing much. I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. Mushy Mush would like to hear. It's the first time I've ever said that sentence, or half a sentence. Alice in Wonderland. That's one that I probably have to look up the chords for, but I would love to do it for you. At least, maybe I'll improvise on it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about all I should do of Alice in Wonderland. But I'm glad to play it for you a little bit. But yeah, you can tell I probably need to practice that a little bit. Thank you for the request. And I see a lot of requests for Fantasy in D by Cedar Walton, but I can't pull that one off. So I'm going to just ask you to give me another one. let's see. The Loveliest Girl. Well, that's a nice idea. That was my first single off my last album. I could try a little bit of it. I'm so glad you want to hear it. Thank you. It's one of my favorite ways to voice a major chord, right there. In that order. Spending afternoons together, a string of days with perfect weather, far too nice to stay inside. Lying in the grass, I looked up at him, sitting next to me. He said the light was casting shadows under my nose, and the sun was running its fingers through my hair to make it glow. And I looked at him and said I wanted to know what he was thinking about. So he told me this story. I was born in the center of the sun, the product of a beauty, a nuclear reaction. Don't read the comments while you sing, Amy. All the other sunbeams, they were all the same, preparing themselves for the long and lonely journey into space. I expected I would die 100 years from now on the dark side of a desolate moon with nobody around. Imagine my surprise when I went into her eyes and down her nose, across her hips, across her nose, across her lips, and she was so beautiful. She was so but of all the light the sun gives off every second of the day, why was I lucky enough to fall upon the face of the loveliest girl, of the loveliest girl, of the loveliest girl. Thanks for the request. I had fun playing that. I didn't write that song, just arranged it. Matt Clark wrote that song. Just trying to pick a good one from your request. You guys have got some good ones going on there. Beautiful Love is the one that tripped me up as I was playing. It's hard. I know that it's hard to watch a live stream and not type exactly what you're thinking as soon as you say it. I was watching Jacob Collier yesterday, but Jacob doesn't look at the comments like at all, so he doesn't ever get tripped up by them. He's got way too many comments to look at them. But anyway, it's fun to watch a live stream. It's a cool thing that we get to do, isn't it? Beautiful Love. Ba da 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 ba do do da ba do do da ba da 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 da. Ba da ba ba da ba ba do do. Ba do do da do 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 do. Ba do da da do 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 da. Ba da do da ba da ba do do da. Ba da ba ba da ba ba da boo da. Boo da do da do da do da do 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 boo da. Ba ba da do ba da do. Ba ba da ba ba da da. Ba ba da da ba da do da do 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 do. Ba ba da 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 do do ba do 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 ba do 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 ya do 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 ba da da do ba da 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 do do ba da da ba ba da 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 do 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 ba da 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 do 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 It's a fun one. It's like a backwards autumn leaves and a little bit extra. That's a fun one to improvise over, though. Moon River is a good song. I'll do a little bit of that one for sure. Maybe I'll just take a solo on that one with my cold, clammy hands. Dang it. A tune I never seem to run out of ideas on. I don't know what it is about the way that the melody always stays with you in the background somehow and inspires you, as long as I'm speaking to somebody else besides me. Yeah, it totally inspires me, the melody, every time I play that song. I saw a fun one, Annie's Song. I like that song, Annie's Song. Okay. Ella, there's not much gas in the van. Just, you'll be fine going there and back. Ella's going to go take a little run. We've got a nice park by our house with a lot of trails on it that hasn't been closed yet, which is really nice. So she puts on her mask and goes out the door and sets off the car alarm. Ella! Jeez. I don't know what she did. What'd you do? You set off the car alarm? Like a G half sharp. Oh my word. Annie's Song. I wanted to sing a little bit of that. I really like that song. It's got a cool lyric. It's a little low. She slammed the door. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. We've just begun. I think we're gonna have a son. Is that Annie's Song? I think so. And he will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. The sun is gonna shine above. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will... No, this is not Annie's Song. Annie's Song is by John Denver, isn't it? Is that right? Is it the one? I don't know. I like that song, though. What's that song called? I don't know. You made me think of it. And there is no song called Amy's Song, but there is a song called Ella's Song that I released not long ago that goes like this. Music video came out for it yesterday. I'm so happy with the music video. It's never easy walking away from love. It's never easy turning away. It's never easy giving your all to love, to have to feel it slipping away. But she runs so fast, turns her back to the sand and paddles so hard, never looking back. There goes my girl. There goes my girl, my girl. It took me a little time to learn to play that piano part. That's how it goes. But once I got it, I think it's in my fingers for good now. You Fill Up My Senses is Annie's song, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. That one goes... oh yeah, it's like... This one kind of has a descending chord progression like the video I made earlier in the week, right? A little bit. Come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. Yeah, that one. I don't think I know all the words to it. New York Philharmonic, thank you for your donation for the perfect segue. And yeah, thanks for reminding me of what Annie's song is. There's a lot of songs named after women, aren't there? We have this fun game that we play as a family. Does anybody have it? Called Encore. It's like a board game, but most of what you do is you draw a card that has a word on it, and or an idea on it. Like I think one of them is female names that start with A through J or something, and then there's probably one from J to Z. But anyway, then you have to think of a song and sing just a little bit of it, and then the other team has to sing a little bit of a song, and then you just go back and forth until somebody can't. And if you think somebody's stumped, you turn the timer on them, and they only have 30 seconds to think of one, and then you take the turn from them. We play it quite a bit in our house. And my kids beat me last time we played. So they, I think, maybe officially know more songs than I do. It could be, I don't know. Or they're quicker than I am in the game. But that's a really fun game if you want a fun game to order right now during the lockdown. Encore is what it's called. Let's see, there's some nice requests. I'll Take Manhattan is a nice one. I like that one. That's actually one of the first jazz standards I ever learned. And there's a verse. Summer journeys to Niagara. Maybe bad key. Let me try. Summer journeys to Niagara and to other places aggravate all our cares. We'll save our fares. I've a cozy little flat in what is known as Old Manhattan. We'll settle down right here in town. We'll have Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. It's very fancy on Old Delancey Street, you know. The subway charms us so when balmy breezes blow to and fro. And tell me me what street compares to Mott Street in July. Sweet push carts gently gliding by. The great big city's a wondrous toy, just made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy. That's a good standard. Swinging. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to write a song for every one of my kids now. It's kind of like when we were naming our kids, and John really wanted the name Miles. And I was like, nah, that's too cliche. Like, rest of my life, everybody will be like, oh, Miles Davis. But then he wanted it so badly, and then I came around to it, and then I love the name Miles, and I'm so glad we named Miles. But then I really liked Ella for our daughter that was coming up, but I also really liked Stella, so it was between Ella and Stella. But I just really liked the name Ella more than I liked the name Stella, and so once we did that, there was no turning back. I was like, the rest of our kids have to have a jazz name now, and then they did. Charlie, who might have been Billy if you were a girl, and Louis, who was almost Django. I won in that case. John did not get Django. And if he was a girl, I think he would have been Betty. I think if I were ever going to have another kid, and I'm not, but it would have been Betty or Freddie. Wouldn't Freddie be a cool name? I kind of wish I would have gone with Freddie for one of my boys. After either Freddie. Freddie Green, Freddie Hubbard, either one would have been all right. Save Me One More Time. That's a nice request, Donald. Save Me One Last Time is what it's called, actually. That was from my last CD, too. Last album. I haven't played that one in a really long time. But I can't even remember what key I played it in. I think it's in G. I'll play a little bit. I'm watching as you fade into the past. I can't believe it's happening so fast. I'm stepping back into my empty life. I'm fighting through the silence of the night. I really messed it up this time. Drink away the pain most of the time. It's what it takes to get you off my mind. I find it hard to face up to the truth, 'cause I look into the mirror and there's the proof. I know I broke your heart this time. And I am falling harder than I've ever fallen. I'm falling into nothing, and nothing's all I've got. If I keep on falling, I'll be lost forever. Save me one last time. Save me one last time. I said it's one more time, but we both know I'll do was a little bit of a shortened version. You want to hear Brandy? I did tell you that I made an arrangement of Brandy and that it would be on the next album. You guys, I think I'm actually set up. I didn't think of it before, but maybe I'm not. No, I think I am. Somewhere there's a little adapter that maybe fell on the floor that would let you hear a little bit of Brandy from the new album. But maybe somebody also took my little adapter. Well, I got this guy and I need this guy. But hold on one second. Nah, I don't see it. So that's okay. But I'll play you a tiny bit just from my phone speaker. How about that? And then you can hear just a tiny bit of what it's going to sound like. I'm really excited for it. It'll be out pretty soon. The only thing I hope is that it beats Jacob Collier releasing Jessie Volume 3. That's like my worst thing. I released my album last year, and Jacob Collier released his album I don't know, the day before or the same day. And there's just nothing to do about it. But I don't know why he and I seem to coordinate without meaning to. Anyway, his album's going to be amazing. And anyway, here's a little of Brandy.
There's a port on a western bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. All the sailors pass their time away and talk about their homes. And there's a girl.
Anyway, there's a little bit for you, a little bit of Brandy from the upcoming album. And the last song was called Save Me One Last Time, and it's from my last album, Looking for the Answers. And it sounds better on the album than it sounded right here. It's all arranged for 6 woodwinds, and I play organ on it and prepared piano. That was a super fun one to record. I was really glad to see that one come to life. Yeah, thanks. I think it's actually not swinging. It's funky. But yeah, it was a really fun one to record, and Mike Scott plays a heck of a solo on it. Recordame is a fun one to try. Let's try that. I haven't played it in a while. Thank you, guys. Oh, that just sounds so good. Sorry. How's that shout chorus? Such a great tune. Joe Henderson. The first time I learned that recording was on the album New York Reunion by McCoy Tyner. Joe Henderson, Ron Carter, Al Foster. Al Foster, heck of a drummer. We don't talk about him that much, but a heck of a drummer. Oh my gosh. That album's really, really good if you want one to listen to. And that recording of Recordame is just stellar. You could hear me singing some Joe Henderson lines, I think. That one. Between the major 7 and the dominant 7 or minor 7. I'm Old Fashioned is a really cool one. I could do that. Got a couple requests for that one by the same person. Let's yeah, that's cool. Let's do that one. That one I have to think about the changes on. I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love the old-fashioned things. The sound of rain upon my window pane. The starry song that April sings. This year's fancies are passing fancies, but sighing sighs and holding hands. This my heart understands. I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. It's how I long to be, as long as you'll agree to stay old-fashioned with me. Old-fashioned. Good request. When I Fall in Love is a nice one. I'll do a little of it. I think that's a hard song to play, actually, and I always forget how hard it is to play. When I fall in love, it will be I'll never fall in love. In the restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun. And too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give moment you can feel that. You feel that way too. Is when I fall in love with you. Fun one. I didn't realize I'd enjoy that one a lot. I really did. Thanks for the request. The Days of Wine and Roses is a great one. A friend of mine arranged that one time with that's actually where I learned that one, that voicing for a major 7 chord was a friend of mine arranged The Day of Wine and Roses. It's just the 5 and then the major 7 and then the 1 and then the 3 down low, but it's such a beautiful sound. I use it every time I can. I think his just went, the days of wine and roses, laugh and run away like a child at play to a neverland beyond an open door, a door marked nevermore that wasn't there before. Isn't that nice? You can just take that idea and use it for a whole entire arrangement if you wanted. Just by putting a note up here, 2 notes close together here, and a note further down here. And there's all kinds of ways to think about how to set that up, even if it's a dominant or a minor chord or whatever. Little idea I stole from somebody one time. Thanks, Bill. I'm glad to lift your spirits a tiny bit today. Let's see. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your good requests. David, I did play Angel from Montgomery earlier. You're going to have to catch it on the flippity flip. Who knows what that's from? For All We Know is a wonderful standard. I'd like to play that. I don't think I can play Easy to Remember. I've seen that one come up a couple of times. I ought to learn it. Well, let's do something. Let's do something from not a jazz tune, because there's a few of those coming in. And the first one I see, I think, aside from Smoke on the Water, I don't know if I could pull that off, is Mrs. Robinson. Play that one, you guys. That's kind of tough, actually. It sounds really simple. This part's simple. Then it gets tricky, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to play that one. Fields of Gold is another really nice pop tune that I like, and I think it crosses over in a lot of ways. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in its jealous sky that we walked in fields of gold. And many years have passed since those summer days upon the fields of cotton, In his arms she fell as he kissed her mouth upon the fields of gold. And the bridge is the best part. I've never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I have broken, but I swear in the days that are left, we're gonna walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Is there a song called Wuthering Heights, Mark? I don't know about that, but I do love the book Wuthering Heights. City of Stars. Charlie likes to play that one, so I've heard it quite a bit. I like that song. My piano's getting out of tune. What do you guys think? Is piano tuning an essential service? I don't think it is. It's been a while now. Oh, Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. I don't know it. Something like that. It is a pretty song. I liked that movie too. Rainbow Connection is a good, piano tuning is essential. I don't know about it. Like, I keep thinking about it. It's a little hard to sanitize piano keys, actually. You can't really wipe them down with bleach wipes. And I don't know. We could all leave the house. He could come over. I could have tried my best to sanitize them before he gets here. I don't know. I don't know about it. It's always like this ethical dilemma. Not always. This is the first time it's an ethical dilemma to have my piano tuned. Let's see, there was another good idea for a second. What was it? I think I said it. What was it, you guys? I can't remember now. There's a lot of good ideas. I'll Fly Away is a good one. That was a while ago. Golden Slumbers is a good one. Rainbow Connection. I think that's the one I was going to play, Rainbow Connection. Seems like I play that in a flat key, like a E flat or A flat. Maybe E flat. I think it's one of the best lyrics ever written. Jim Henson, right? Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. While we are told, and some choose to believe it, I know they're wrong, wait and see. Well, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da 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 da. I should have done a Kermit the Frog impression when we were playing Toon Twisters. That's probably my best impression. It'll have to probably be another day, but maybe you'll see it someday. I do have a tuning kit. Just takes a little more, like, I'm not as advanced to be able to do it with the felt and all the things you have to do. I can tweak, I can tune up a note or two. But when it comes to really tuning the whole piano, I like to leave it to somebody else. A little out of tune isn't so bad. You would think so. But when you have a YouTube channel that's doing all right, then people get really mad if your piano's not tuned most of the time. Yeah, Rainbow Connection, gorgeous tune. Dinner at 8. I know that song. That's a really cool song. Oh my gosh. I'm going to look up the lyric because I haven't thought about it in forever. That's Rufus Wainwright. That's a really obscure request for you to pull out. Super sad song. Dinner at 8. Let's see if I can do it. John really likes this song. No matter how strong, I'm gonna take you down with one little stone. I'm gonna take you down and see what you're worth, what you're really worth to me. Dinner at 8 was okay before the toast full of blame. It was great until those old magazines got us started up again. Actually, it was probably me again. I'm not quite doing it right. Why is it so that I've always been the one who must go? I've always been the one told to flee, when in fact you were the one long ago. Actually, in the drifting white snow, you left me. There's a bridge. So put up your fists and I'll put up mine. No running away at the scene of the crime. God's chosen a place somewhere near the end of the world, somewhere near the end of our lives. But till then, no, Daddy, don't be surprised if I want to see the tears in your eyes. Then I know it had to be long ago. Actually, in the drifting white snow, you loved me. No matter how strong, I'm gonna take you down with one little stone. I'm gonna break you down and see what you're worth, what you're really worth to me. Thank you, Eddie, for that request. That one got me. That's a great song. Everybody should listen to Rufus Wainwright's recording of Dinner at 8. Lights out, headphones on. It's one of those. Alone Again by Gilbert O'Sullivan is a song I like a lot. I've thought about covering it before or recording it, but it's super depressing, right? Even more depressing than that one, maybe. Maybe I can play a little of it, but I think it would make a really nice jazz song. It's got a melody that feels like it was always in the world somehow. Alone Again, naturally. Oh yeah, in a little while from now. Like, in a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I promise myself to take myself and visit a nearby tower, and climbing to the top will throw myself off in an effort to make it clear to ever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch, in a church where people are saying, my God, that's tough, he stood him up, no point in us remaining, may as well go home as I did on my own, alone again, naturally. That song goes through several keys, and the thing I really like about it is that I think whoever wrote it, Gilbert O'Sullivan, apparently, I think that they had the idea for the melody before they figured out the chords. And that is when the most beautiful songs happen. And I would imagine that he wrote it away from the piano. That was really simple, right? That melody, you just know what the chords are, right? It's the 3 half diminished, and then it goes to the 2 minor, and the minor, or half diminished minor 2 chord. This one is what threw me. That's like an E7 chord in F, so it takes you to the 3 minor. Back to the 2 minor. This would have been a good song to bring up on my video called Choosing. No, what's it called? It's called Mediant and Submediant Modulations or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I called it, but a song that goes from the submediant or the mediant. But this one also lands on that minor 2 chord for a long time. So anyway, that's a good tune. I like that tune. And is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? I don't think I could pull that one off. What would be a fun one? I feel it's almost time to probably end. No, well, let's see. I'm just trying to pick a good one from all your great requests right here. And I see some pretty darn good ones. Oh, that's nice that you like that song Reverence on my album. That's really nice. I didn't write that one. Gosh, I can't even remember his name who wrote it. David. It's escaping me. But yeah, that's a fun song. If you look up Reverence, Amy Nolte on YouTube, you can see the music video that went with that song. It's a fun one. And also, a little known fact my kids were telling me the other day. They're like, Mom, why isn't your second album on Spotify? And I said, it is on Spotify. It's just a little bit hard to find because it's called Just Us. And I recorded it with a Hideaki Toganaga. And when I uploaded it, like through digital streaming platforms back in 2009, I think, I did it under Hide's name and my name, so it doesn't come up under my artist name. That's kind of a tricky thing when you're choosing to upload your music online through like CD Baby or DistroKid or whoever you use. And anyway, so it's hard to find, but it's there. Amy Nolte, Just Us, and it's kind of a fun album. It has mostly songs that I wrote, but also songs that Hide wrote that I helped out with a little bit. And somebody requested Easter Parade a couple of times. That's a tune I don't think I've ever played, but I really like that musical, Easter Parade. So let's try it. I think it's a song I probably have heard enough that I can pull off. And it is Easter. So appropriate. Everybody should watch the musical if you can look it up. Easter Parade with Fred Astaire and Judy Garland, and also Anne Miller. Is that right? Anne Miller? It's not Anne Margaret. I get them confused. That's one of my favorite musicals. And this song came from it, written by Irving Berlin. It doesn't have that many lyrics. Good key. Maybe. Kind of like a hymn. Easter bonnet with all the thrills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade on the avenue, 5th Avenue. The photographers will snap us. You'll find that you're in the rotogrove. I don't know that word. I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. That's a word I've never heard before. It looks French. Rotogravure, something. Maybe it's Italian. Roto and then Gravure. No idea what it is. And I don't know how to say it, but it was in the tune. That was a really good request. That would be a fun one to just work up and be able to play well on. I don't think I can yet. Oh, it's an old form of photography. Matthew Goldberg. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Okay, so it says on the avenue, 5th Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find you're in the... I don't know how to say it. Anybody? Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. There are a lot of really good songs that come from that musical that never get performed. I don't think ever, including that one. There's one called, I Love a Piano. That came from that musical. Do you guys know? I think that one is probably the most popular that came out of that movie, except for maybe Easter Parade. But it goes, it's really swinging. You know that one? It rhymes with your. It does? Rotogravure. Like that? I'm not very good in French. And then there's one called, it's like this. I'm drum crazy, yes, I'm drum crazy, yes, I'm mad crazy for drums. It's a great tune. Fred Astaire is in a drum store, it's just a store full of toy drums and instruments. And that's one of the coolest dances and songs that Fred Astaire has ever done, I think. And then there's one about, I don't know. I could think of all the songs, but I don't think anybody's seen it because nobody's commenting on it. You guys got to watch it. It's a great musical. Easter Parade. Got to see if you can find it somewhere. Might have to rent it for $3.99. Thank you, everybody, for your requests. It was a super fun one today. And maybe I can do one more. Ringo titled an album, Rotogravure. Wow. I should title an album with a title nobody can pronounce. Irving Berlin wrote them both. Hi, Tony. Let's see. Yeah, Fred Astaire, a true legend, if there ever was one. Pennies from Heaven is a fun one to end on. I like that idea. Piano was my first instrument. Pennies from Heaven. It goes. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Change it for a package full of sunshine and flowers. Do-do-do-do. If you want the things you love, you gotta have showers. Next time you feel it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven, they're falling for you and me. Every time it rains pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven. You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Just make sure that your umbrella is upside down, upside down. Just exchange it for a pack of sunshine and flowers. Do-de-do-do. If you want the things you love, you gotta have showers. Next time you hear thunder, don't run under a tree. Well, there'll be pennies from heaven are falling, pennies from heaven are falling. La da 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 da. La da la da 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 ba da. Ba da 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 ba boo da. La da la ba boo ba 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 da. Oh ba do da. Ba 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 da 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 da. There'll be pennies from heaven, pennies from heaven, pennies from heaven, the pennies from heaven, the pennies from heaven, the pennies from heaven. There'll be pennies from heaven falling for you and me. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure and download Ella's song or listen to it on Spotify a bunch for me. We're almost to crack 1,000 plays, and then it shows up like it's a little, milestone on Spotify. So listen to it a few times on Spotify if you want to today. If anybody transcribes any part of it, I'll totally put you on the Instagram and shout out your channel. And pick up the Amy Nolte Edition Music Notebook if you have a need for staff paper during this pandemic, and don't we all? And also, just watch a bunch of videos and teach yourself something. Try to learn something, if not from me, from somebody else, about how to improve your piano playing or your improvising or your ear or your voice or whatever instrument you play. It's a good time for that right now. And I thank all of you for being here. And those of you gave a donation, I appreciate that a ton. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.